Hi, it's Steffi from Steffi's Beads and Baubles. I wanted to show you another group of jewelry that I bought off of eBay. Now, this was two bags that I bought from the same gal that she had separately listed. And the reason I bought both is because I had bought one from her before that had a lot of missing pieces. And when I looked at these two bags, I thought I saw some of the same things. And sure enough, when I combined the two bags, there was one earring in one and one earring in the other. So if I hadn't bought both bags, I would have had a lot more mismatched jewelry. So no regrets. I'm glad I did it. This was a pricey lot, but I know for a fact I can make my money back and some profit on it, even though it was quite expensive. I spent $100 on one bag and like $60 on the other. So with shipping, it was about $180 for everything on the table. And let me show you kind of a view of everything on the table, and then I'll kind of go through some of it. Now I'm trying very hard to go slow this time because I know I whipped the camera around on one of my last ones that you will have seen by the time this airs. So it was a lot of stuff, a lot of really neat stuff. I'm going to go in front of the ring light so it might get really bright. Hold on. But let me show you some of the pieces, the more spectacular ones, and some of the more quirky ones. Now this piece here is stunning. And this tag was attached. It broke off when I was messing with it. It says Anne Klein, had an original price of 75 bucks. Now I don't know how old this was, but it's a beautiful piece. I mean, you can tell it was an expensive piece. So it does look like there's either a missing stone or a dead stone right there. But I do have, where's my camera? Right there, but I do have a lot of stones, and I do have one that size. I can easily fix it. But it's a beautiful piece, and I'm pretty sure it would resell. But if not, these single pieces are ones I would absolutely use in some of my projects. Now there's this one that looks very kind of Art Deco. It's a neat brass pin. Very unusual and very unique. And I think this one will, with the emerald green, I don't know if the green's picking up, but it's a deep, see if I can get it under the light. It's a deep, rich green, like an emerald green. This is another really fun piece here. Beautiful silver chain, nice quality. I love all the flowers. Just really, really pretty. Now this is a fun earring, and this could actually be taken apart and have two separate dangles, and then some you could make into a brooch. Very fun and quirky. This is gorgeous. Now I don't know if it's sterling or not, but it looks like it could be. It's got a butterfly and a flower with a chain, two separate little pins, and they are just gorgeous. I wouldn't even clean them because I think they're prettier with the tarnished look. But let me lay them down again so you can see how pretty those are. Just gorgeous. Then this one's really unique. It's got, looks like a mother of pearl tooth, and then chunks of turquoise and different stones to create a nice necklace. And it's pretty long. It's not a choker per se. It's a little bit longer than a choker. Not a long necklace, but a short one. This is a very pretty stone piece, and it is stone. I don't think it's turquoise. It's probably a dyed howlette, because most turquoise nowadays is a dyed howlette. However, this is very nice quality, so it could be a lower quality turquoise as well, but it's definitely a stone. It's got this nice veil, and I don't know what you call that around it, but it's pretty. I have this, which has a stone in it, and they even have the back open to let light through the stone, although I don't know how much light would come through it. This is could be a silver. I haven't really gotten my loop out yet. Then these earrings are very pretty. They do look like they could be a silver and stone. I've got this bracelet here, and then this bracelet's beautiful. Again, probably a howlette. Just from the veining in it, it looks like a howlette. But the quality of it seems to be very nice. I like the clasp. Has a nice clasp. It just seems to be a nice piece in mint condition. So, really like that. This is like a, I think that's faux. I think that's a foil, not abalone. It's just an inexpensive piece, but it's still nice. Now this piece is really pretty. Also might be silver. I have not looked for any hallmarks, but it's a very pretty piece. Then here's this one with a stone in it. It has a solid back, a twisted metal. Very, very pretty bracelet. The stone has a bit of a stripe in it. I think that shows up in the light. I'm not exactly sure if it does. Let me see. It's not really showing up. Very faint stripe in it. And there's this gorgeous watch. It is a Timex, I believe. Yes, it's a Timex. Timex. But it's beautiful. Now, I think this might be turquoise. It looks pretty old because the watch itself looks old. It does say sterling on it, on the inside. And so I think this watch alone I can make a pretty good amount on, especially if it works. I have not wound it yet, so I don't know, but it's a beautiful piece. And then I have this gorgeous cross. Really, really nice. Beautiful piece. And again, it's got some kind of writing on the back. It might show up on the screen. I haven't had time to really check these out. Now this is an unusual one because it's brass with a mother of pearl and a turquoise. It looks like it's a barrette, not a brooch or pin. Looks to be in very nice shape. Here is a gorgeous cross. Let me bring that up to the camera. Hold on. Beautiful cross. Again, might actually be turquoise. I don't know if it has any markings on it. Sometimes things will not be marked. So if I'm not sure, I can have them tested. Now these rings are pretty, but obviously damaged. You can see that one's bent up and that one's missing a little piece of stone. But they're still pretty and still might be able to be used for something. And then I love this old button, this big button. I think it's really pretty. Now this is one of the pieces I saw when I bid on it. It's a tiny bracelet, but it's got this beautiful micro mosaic in it. It is signed. Can't tell what it says. Obviously it's not silver, it's too shiny, but it has the matching earrings. I've got both earrings. Everything, I bagged everything. So I took it out of its bag and kind of set it on top of the bags, but I didn't take both earrings out. Now this is another one, kind of crushed turquoise, and it's a beautiful bracelet. And then I have this one, looks like maybe a lapis, or I don't know. I'm not as familiar with stones as some people might be. But it's a beautiful kind of denim color, dark denim color. Then this one is a shell pendant. It's just a plastic back. It's got these pretty seed beads, a very nice piece. Then this thing's gorgeous. Oh, it's so cold to the touch too. Beautiful. I've actually got the air conditioning on. We're in North Texas. It's kind of warm out today. Beautiful. Just solid, stretchy. Feels really nice to touch it. Beautiful piece. This is a Marie Osmond bracelet here. Still has the tag on it. Where is it? Right there. And it's beautiful. Appears to be in really good shape. Have all its parts and pieces as best I can tell. Now I have not gone over it with a fine-tooth comb yet, but it's a beautiful piece. And I like this. This is a set of bracelets. They have a ring to hold them together, which has the name brand on it and a little cross. And they're just really pretty wood discs. Wood or shell, I'm not exactly sure. I think they're wood. It's not lightweight because those are, I think, real metal beads. I don't think those are coated because this has a lot of weight to it, but yet I think those are wood, so the weight has to be coming from the metal. And then there's a little charm bracelet with all kinds of charms and just glass beads and stone. Glass beads and stone. It's got some weight to it. Cute little charms. I don't think the charms are very fancy, but it's a cute piece. And this one's a really pretty bracelet. It's got this really almost metallic. They look like pearls, but they look metallic. And they're definitely a coating over a plastic bead. Now this pin or brooch has some threads tangled in it, and it's missing the center stone. But a big center white stone like that will be very easy to fix. Yeah, I gotta get that thread off of it. And in the same bag, I had these earrings, which do not go with it, but I thought they were pretty. They're just a screw-on type, so they're older. Plastic backed, but older. And let's see what else I have to show you. This pair of really pretty pink checkerboard earrings. They're like a white stone, rhinestone, kind of a, what's that word I want? Iridescent white stone and pink. I hope I've been in frame. I just caught myself out of frame, so if I missed anything at the beginning, I'll try to go back through a few of the things. Here is one with the beautiful roses and a very lacy chain. These are single items, and this one's got a red, 2 red stones and some clear. It's an old screw-on earring, along with this old screw-on earring. And this piece here, which had a large stone in the middle, but would be perfect to use for kind of anything. Could fill it with any kind of interesting medium. Now here's another black bracelet. This one's very, very heavy. I mean, this thing weighs a lot. And it's kind of like that one bracelet I had in another lot I got, where it's alternating pieces. So you got some singles and some doubles, and they alternate. Heavy, 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 nice quality. Appears to have all of its stones. Very nice. Now, I thought these were gorgeous. These are little screw-on earrings. And I've got both pairs, both in the pair. And they've got a gold tone. See, they're a gold tone with a white enamel and rhinestones. And they both look beautiful. Here, I'll lay them down and show you. They both look just beautiful. Then this is a set here. You've got a little brooch. Missing one red stone, but that's okay. And then I've got some of the stones were loose in the box, and I've put them in a jar. That one's missing a couple stones. And that one's missing a couple stones. But again, they're all easy to replace. Now let me get up and slowly walk around the table and show you some of what's over here. This is kind of an unusual bracelet. It's a plastic ring with some stones wire wrapped on it, or beads wire wrapped on it, and a wire chain. These are all mismatched pieces. So these are all single earrings. And these will all probably go into some kind of a lot at some point. Like, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Whoops. That's not an old earring. It's a Santa hat. So that'd be a good charm for Christmas. So that might go in my Christmas charms. Just have to replace the rhinestone. This is a real pretty one too. Sometimes when you have a single earring like that, you can snip the back off and glue them onto things. Now this, unfortunately, is missing one of its petals. But again, it could be used on something. And here's an interesting resin piece. Then I've got these, which would make great single beads. So some of these I'll make lots. Now this I had two, one black one and one white one that they had woven the ribbon on. This beautiful gold chain and made necklaces. Don't really care for it. Probably will take it apart if I keep it. The little interesting pendant there. This is an old necklace with now I think those earrings go with it, but I'm not sure. They look close, but it might not be. These are gorgeous. They have those vintage resin with the reflective pieces in it, and then the tiny rhinestones around the edge. Beautiful pair. I've got quite a few interesting vintage earrings here. So, and then this is a neat piece. It's real stone, wire wrapped into a necklace. So that's really pretty. And over here I've got a broken, it's just like strung beads. But some of them look kind of vintage. In fact, they all look vintage. It might be a broken necklace or something they just strung the beads on. But these are all vintage. And these are crystal. I've had some like this before. And this is all just junk chain. This one looks like paper clips if you ask me. Right here, see? A lot of that chain I'll put in a big lot and sell it together. Now this is a brand new piece. It's paparazzi, which is the $5 bling as they call it. And it's a nice piece. It has a, it's kind of a lanyard. You can hook a key or a badge or anything on it. This is an interesting piece. It's a bracelet with that on the, but the chain is gorgeous. It almost looks like it could be gold, but I haven't checked it real carefully yet. This is a pretty bracelet. I don't know why I think I might have zoomed in by accident. There we go. This is a pretty bracelet. They have a zoom up on top, but I've never touched it before during a video. These look almost like dog bones if you ask me. But it's a nice heavy vintage bracelet. Somebody will love it. Cheap plastic, probably will be taken apart. This is just a string of pearls. There's no clasp. A couple of these vintage gold round one, I think only one, and the rest are all little gold or the pearls. 3 elastic bracelets, kind of interesting looking. This one's very pretty. And it has a clasp on it, I believe. Maybe not. It looks like it would open, but I'm not seeing anywhere to open it. Maybe it's just, that's where it's put together. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's a little, looks like there's a little thing you can push right there to open it. I don't know, but it's beautiful. Floral on top. Just a nice, pretty bracelet. I'm behind my light right now. Let me turn it a little bit. This one's interesting. It's gold with big rhinestones. You can see how big they are. And it's a heavy gold chain. Very pretty. Looks unworn. This is a pair of earrings I did not open up. See if you can see them. Then these are 2 single pieces. Other parts are probably in one of her other junk bags. And this is shells. It looks like some sequins hooked on there, or shell sequins. This is the other bracelet I have. It's gorgeous. It's got real delicate engraving on it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Almost has a little color to it. It has just a hint of color on it. I don't know if that was intentional, but it's beautiful. So I'm going to walk, oh, and then there's this big pendant, which is kind of odd. And then I had a little bit of this chain in both bags. It's a closed chain in black and green. So let me walk back around, kind of show you everything again. Oh, there was this little reindeer. And then there was this ring. Oh, and there's always a crystal necklace in almost any one. And then this is a glass vintage necklace. It's also got a pretty clasp on it. It might not be that old, but it's only one of the strands. It was a 2-strand, and it's got 1 strand missing. I'll show you some of my favorite pieces up here again, just in case. Oh, and I didn't show you this belt. I thought this was kind of neat. It's fake, but it's still cool. They'd make nice pendants or connectors. You don't have to use it. Oh, and then there's this big piece here. Kind of one of those bubble necklaces. That's supposed to be turquoise, but it's just a plastic piece. And then I thought this one was really gorgeous with the shell. They look like pigs. And this has got some liquid silver, it looks like. So just really pretty. So I'll kind of scan over just in case I was being my normal self and off camera for a minute. I want to show you all of these beautiful pieces one more time. This is one of the nicer ones I've received, although lately they've all been very nice. I've gotten some gorgeous, gorgeous things. And it sounds like a lot of money, and it probably was. But I think I can sell just a few things and make my money back. And I'll get to keep a few things for myself. The crystal necklace is hand strung. They took vintage crystals and the clasp is gone. That will go into my box. Same with the black beads. And there's some other pieces that may end up in my actual collection of either jewelry or parts. So anyway, and then this Anne Klein is just beautiful. Just beautiful. Just a couple little spots to repair. But like I said, I have a whole jar of little tiny crystal glass rhinestones in different colors. Or in clear. So that I'll definitely have one to fit there. Maybe when I fix it, I'll do a video on fixing a few of these. So yeah, just a lot of fun. Oh, I didn't show you this either. This is really pretty. Deep red, kind of red and iridescent on a red glass seed beads. And then this is a red chain with glass beads. And then these red earrings that I put here. Kind of put all this red right here. Also didn't show you this, which is kind of fun. It's a heart bracelet. That's really pretty. And a couple other things I forgot to show you. Look at these fun earrings. They're just cute. And then this is really pretty. Kind of a druzy stone. Isn't that pretty? It's got a really delicate chain. And it's gold tone. Looks like it's copper foiled. So just a lot of amazing. Here's a chain with some black beads. This is a very clear stone here. I'm not sure if it sounds like plastic. Oh, and this one's beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful pendant. It looks like a glass, maybe a glass stone. A glass or stone. Maybe jade. And then that filigree leaf. Very pretty. And then I always like rope bracelets. Oh, and then this one's really neat too. It's like a foil piece in purple. Let me get it away from the light. It looks clear on camera. See if I can get the purple to show up. Because in person, it's a lavender. Light, light purple. See? Get that purple to show. Little bit there. It's a light, light lavender. And then this one was kind of interesting. It says senior. Is that 97? You'd think that would be old, wouldn't you? It's got their initials on it. And it's got a beautiful rope chain. And looks like a nice quality piece. But somebody didn't want it. So, and then a hematite piece there. And this is an unusual pair of earrings here. Some little drops. Yeah. In case you didn't get to see those good. These are those gorgeous pink. I can't get them to... This one just doesn't want to stay. They're beautiful. Those are really pretty. So just a lot of really neat stuff. So I wanted to share this with you. I'll put them back in their bags and tuck them away. And then I think I only have my jewelry box, the brown jewelry box there. And then one bag that my girlfriend from high school, or actually one of my girlfriends from elementary school, sent me a little bag. And I can show you that. And then I got those organized, the Propel boxes down there. Those are all the estate sale things, and that's the last one I'll show you. And I may break it into 4 or 5 lots because there's watches, there's bracelets, there's earrings, there's brooches. So I may do that into several videos for you. And that is all going to be for sale. That's why I can't list a lot of this right now, except for the few things I can put on Etsy, which are only things I know are vintage. If it's not vintage, like I don't know this might be vintage, but I don't know if any of the other stuff's vintage. So unless I know it's vintage, say like this piece and some of these earrings and stuff I know are vintage, those I can put on Etsy. But unless I'm sure it's vintage, 20 years or older, I can't put it on Etsy. So the stuff I can't list on Etsy, I will keep bagged up, and then as soon as I'm done with the estate sale, and the way I'll do the estate sale is I'll research if it's not worth anything. I'll put all the stuff that's not worth anything together, and I'll do my own lot for the estate. And she's okay with that. I've got some finer pieces that are sterling silver or 24 karat gold plated. Those will be sold individually. And sorry, I'm rocking back and forth in my chair. I just realized I was doing that. But those will be listed, and I've got to do research. So I wanted to get a couple of these videos done so I can put this stuff away, tuck it away. I don't know where to put it. I've got the box from yesterday, the last video, the 10-pound lot down there. Of course, all individually bagged as well. Then after I do the jewelry box up there, I will bag those items as well. Although I'm running low on bags. And I reuse bags several times. These are not all new bags. Some of these are very old. They're not what I would ship them in. Let's put it that way. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found a few things you thought were cool as well. I just think this is a gorgeous lot. I love those micro mosaics. And I absolutely adore all the turquoise. I just think it's beautiful. And I look forward to listing some of it. And some of it may be vintage. And I will research and see if I find any. I think the watches and some of this other stuff may be. So that's what I'm going to be doing going forward, is getting things listed. I will let you know as I list things. I might do little short videos here and there of this is what I listed today. And it might only be a 5 or 10 minute video just showing you what I listed. So if you're interested to even just look at it, there's where the pictures will be. Because I know not everybody's going to buy it. But just to see the pictures for your own research or just for fun. Once it's listed, there'll be 10 pictures. You can 10 or 12, I think, on eBay. You can go look at it. And on Etsy, I think it's 10 pictures. So I'll let you know when they're listed. I'm not doing it just so you'll go buy it, because I know that's not likely that you just want to look at it. But if you do want to buy it, then you'll have a chance to do that as well. But that way, I can't always show it as well as I would like, and I'm just not able to get blog pictures of everything I do. So if you like something and it's listed, that gives you that opportunity. You can go look at the pictures, get a close-up look at it if you're interested in that style of jewelry, or if you're doing your own research, which if you like jewelry and you resell, that's always a smart thing to do, is see what other people are selling and how much it's selling for. And that helps you with your research. And anything I list, I will be researching. Has it sold? Are there any listed? What can I find out about it? And only then will I list it. If I can't find those things out, then it'll be a much lower price unless I can tell there's some value there. So I just want to get these videos done. I'm actually recording them, uploading them, and then putting them on YouTube and dating them out so that I can have one per week. So this video probably will be dated out a couple weeks. I'm doing this at the end of March. You will probably see this about mid-April. That way I'll have a video a week of jewelry, and I can make it spread over a longer time, and then I can do a couple craft videos or other videos during the week. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, because that's how YouTube knows to show this video to other people that might like jewelry too. Because that's how I find a lot of my favorite YouTube people, is by recommendations. Hey, you might like this channel. So if you like it and it gets enough likes, they will be more likely to show this channel to other people. Well, it's time to bag all this back up while I upload this video. From the time I finish recording till it gets uploaded to YouTube is probably 2 or 3 hours, because I have to upload it to the video, to my computer, then upload it to Movie Maker, then I have to edit, reload it to the computer edited, and then upload it to YouTube. So each time takes up to an hour. So whenever you see somebody doing a video on YouTube, trust me, they've spent several hours, even if it's a 10 or 20 minute video. But you don't do it unless you love doing it. So, and I do. It's good to be back. I think it's finally sunk in. I'm not babysitting anymore. And now with the social distancing, and we're on a stay motion in our town. We can go to the store for groceries, and we were able to go to Home Depot and pick up a couple things we ordered for our garden. But everybody's following the 6 foot and being real careful, and they have signs up everywhere, 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot. But the odd thing was they had no gel or cart wipes, which I thought was really interesting. But luckily I always have hand gel on me, so I just wiped the cart with that. But anyway, I haven't been out other than that and Walgreens a week ago for 5 minutes, but luckily it was late enough no one was there. I haven't been out in a couple weeks. There's nowhere to go and nothing to do, so we're just staying in. So I've got my time back now. It's just now sinking in that I can really spend time in my studio. My husband's outside doing yard work today, and I'm in here talking to you guys. So anyway, I will be back soon. Like I said, you'll probably be seeing this mid-April, even though I recorded it on the 29th of March. And by now, hopefully I've gotten several good projects done for you, and we'll be back on track as far as this channel goes. I should be launching my new channel by the time you see this too, but if I do, I'll do a separate video letting you know I started that channel just for anybody that's into gardening or homesteading. So I'll be back soon, and thank you again. Bye.